South Australia is in political limbo tonight, with a hung parliament likely and 2 independent MPs looming as kingmakers. It was an extraordinary comeback that puts Labor in the box seat to govern for a historic 4th term. State political reporter Tom Richardson joins us now. Tom, what a night.
Yeah, it sure was. The Liberals needed to pick up 6 seats to govern in their own right, and they appear to have fallen short. They have 3. They're hoping for 4. But it's Jay Weatherill who's looking the winner. Labor still chasing an outright majority after hauling in a 10-point poll deficit. Not quite Jay for SA, but the electorate wasn't exactly hollering for a marshal either. South Australia, a state of uncertainty after a gruelling campaign.
Who's tired? Look, it's an interesting result.
Despite dominating recent polls and garnering more than 52% of the two-party vote, the opposition's worst fears were realised, their celebration turning into a wake as seats such as Ashford, one of the state's most marginal and a key Liberal target, swung to Labor.
People are feeling pretty buoyant. Obviously the polls a few months out, a few weeks out, we wouldn't have expected to be in the position we are on the night.
We're hopeful of retaining government here in South Australia.
But that hope was a long time coming as results ebbed and flowed.
Can I first start with an apology? Sorry to keep you waiting.
The casualties were high profile.
It's looking very bad for us in Hartley, there's no doubt about that.
Frontbenchers Grace Portalacey and Chloe Fox set to exit after the Liberals sought the scalp of the Transport Services Minister.
As I said to Chloe one day, look, you know, my job is to sort of talk about buses every day.
But the swings in Bright and Hartley nowhere near what the Liberals had hoped. Would you see yourself standing for pre-selection to contest it again?
Oh my God. Look, I'd like to sleep. I'd like to maybe get to know my family.
They're a part of a government which fundamentally let down their people, and they held portfolios of which they had utterly failed. And so in that sense, they paid the price.
But the opposition paying the price for its small target strategy.
Go into a crouch and hope that you can just sneak into government, and he adopted that strategy. And I think it's been utterly rejected.
Well, look, there were aspects of the campaign that we weren't as happy with. Obviously, we would have liked to have governed in our own right, would have liked to have formed government last night. That didn't happen.
Jay Weatherill says his pitch at Building for the Future resonated.
And we promoted to them a platform that actually was comprehensive and was directed at the future, that the people would respond to that. And slammed the Prime Minister's 11th hour intervention in the campaign. I think it was very helpful for us. He came along and, in a fairly petty way, held a news conference to announce a government project.
I think it's great to have the Prime Minister of Australia here.
I suspect the people of South Australia will feel cheated if, having voted quite substantially for a change of government, that's not what they get.
It's just the demographics of South Australia, it's how the state is structured, and it always makes it very difficult for the Liberal Party.
Well, this is the electoral system that was designed by the Liberal Party, so I don't think you can complain about the rules when you design the rules.
The Liberals picked up the regional seat of Mount Gambier from independent Don Pegler and hope to snare Mitchell as the week progresses, but that will still leave them short of a majority and 1 seat behind Labor.
You've got to hand it to the ALP. They fought this campaign as though they were in a political version of the Hunger Games, and some people are saying that the Liberals fought the campaign as though it was a game of lawn bowls for them.